When do we want it? Now. Let's go, y'all.
Shut it down!
Alright, let's get this going. Michigan AFL-CIO, Metro AFL-CIO, UAW, Unite Here, Teamsters, Operator Engineers, Carpenters, IBEW, AFT, SEIU, Michigan, IATSE 38, United for Respect, Detroit Action, Working Families Parties, We the People, UFCW 951, UFCW 876, Church of the Messiah, Detroit People's Platform, IUPAT DC 1 Michigan, AFSCME Council 25, musicians, Detroiters, welcome to Strike City! We are family. The things that bring us together are stronger than the distractions that pull us apart. We're here with one goal, one vision, which is respect. Respect on the show floor, respect on the shop floor, respect with the tools, respect in the offices, respect amongst each other. Detroit's March for Worker Rights and Economic Justice is about that. Respect the workers. We got respect from rank and file, respect from our... All right! So like I said, we got rank and file, we have good leadership here. Stand tall. Bring it to the podium. First and foremost, they must have heard me say it. The Lieutenant Governor, Colin Gilchrist. Y'all look strong. Y'all look powerful. A little bit of rain can't stop no union, can it? No! It's a little chilly, but that can't stop a union, can it? No! Takes a whole lot to stop a movement, doesn't it? Yes! They can't stop us when we work together, can they? No! Because when we fight, what do? We win! When we fight, what do? We win! When we fight, what do? We win! I want you to know that the whole state of Michigan is here with you. Me and Gretchen Whitmer stand with you. Because everything that every Michigander is thankful for came from a union. It came from people standing tall at the workplace and outside the workplace. It came from people saying that we needed to be treated with respect, with dignity, with humanity. We needed to recognize justice. We needed to recognize fairness. Because all we ask for is to be treated like people. So I don't care where you work. We all connected. Every struggle works together. Every struggle fights together. This labor summer is the one that will define this generation. And when we look back on the summer and the fall of 2023, I want you to look to your left and right and remember who was here with you. Yeah, remember who was here with you. Because there's gonna come a time where someone's gonna ask you to stand with them. And I want you to remember who stood with you. Because when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
I need everyone to know that you have a council that supports you. We unanimously passed an Arenas Worker Standards Board. Yeah. We need to do more. We need the state to alleviate the preemption that is keeping us from having local control to support our workers even more. And we are fighting to do this. My office is fighting to do this. We need to have local control. We need to support our workers, and I am here to do just that.
Taking the risk and holding the line for all of us, and I'm here bringing the voices of 12.5 million working people across this country who have your back. And we're seeing, not just in Detroit, this corporate greed has taken hold all over the country. You're seeing workers on strike, from actors, and you saw the writers going on strike, nurses up in New Jersey. You got workers here in Detroit from all kinds of unions coming together in solidarity. And the epicenter of this fight is in Detroit. So what we need to do, we need to stay strong, as you heard, one day longer, one day stronger, because we're going to tell those executives, you cannot face down this labor movement and win. We are the ones who are going to win this fight.
I truly am inspired by what has been transpiring over the country, really with workers, everyday workers. And let me say to you, brothers and sisters, that this truly is our moment. This is our time. And so do not grow weary in well-doing, but know that this is our due season to reap all that you all have sowed over the years, all right? And so I say to you all this evening that the fight for our time today is much like it was 90 years ago. The fight for the worker and an honest day pay of work is what we are fighting for. Today's march and labor strikes taking place across various industries is really about standing up for dignity and respect, standing up for our rightful share of the pie. stand up and be courageous and fight, to come out in the rain, to walk a picket line, to not take no for an answer. Our parents, our grandparents, they took risks, they made sacrifices, and today it's our turn. So we're gonna keep going, no matter how tired we are, and we're gonna hold that line until we win. So this year, just 2023, around this country, auto workers, hotel workers, actors, writers, and now casino workers are striking and won't back down.
And this took a lot out of me. I'm trying not to get emotional. For me to tell this story in front of so many people, I used to be ashamed of it. I am a 2-time breast cancer survivor. And going through this cancer battle, I worked for Motor City Casino for 24 years. We have had great health insurance. That health insurance got me through this battle. And it disheartens me to think that these people are trying to take that, not take it away. They want to take the little pennies that they're offering us and transfer it onto our health care. That's not fair, and we're not having it. As a 2-time breast cancer survivor, I never one time took a medical leave from that company. Not one time. I used vacation and PTO time. Some people need this health care, like me, through COVID. I was there for that company through COVID. When I went through my cancer battle and having to walk back into that casino, and they said, telling us, people with already got health issues is more susceptible to getting the COVID. That shit scared the shit out of me. But I did it. I went in there, and I worked, and didn't miss a freaking day. And they trying to take or lower, belittle me with my health insurance. That's not gonna work, y'all. We gotta stand strong. We gotta stand strong. We need City of Detroit, we need y'all to back us. Don't go in them casinos. Stay out of them, support us. We need y'all help, people. Stay strong. All of y'all, stay strong. Stay strong.
Now, for people that don't know me, I've been employed at Greektown for 14 years as an operator engineer. I started my journey there in 2009. When I started Greektown, it was 2,500 employees. You fast forward to today, it's only 1,100 employees. 730 roughly is hourly. So that's 1,500 jobs at these 3 casinos that's gone, they lost. We have not seen them come back since COVID. Now, when we came back to work in COVID, they had signs, we in this together. They assured us, we are in this together. Now, we have made it out of this together. These companies have turned their back on us, and they are making more money than ever. So,
good evening, everybody.
I want to get in this.
So 2023 is called the Summer of Strikes. I disagree with that. It's the year of strikes. So why are we in this position we are now? Because the middle class is fed up. They feel beaten down, they're fed up, they're worked up, and now it's time to stand up. Yes. So what are we looking for? What do we want? When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Contract! When do we want it? Now! I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce to you Luigi Jokai. So he is here to, he's from UAW Local 51. He's here to tell you his story. When I say who are we, you say union. Who are we? Union! Who are we? Union! Today, I stand before you as a proud UAW brother, and I am honored to be here with so many of my fellow union brothers and sisters. My name is Luigi Jokai, and I proudly represent UAW Local 51 at the Stellantis Mac Assembly Plant. Under the excellent leadership of my Regional 1 Director, LaShawn English, and Assistant Director, Ray Picarero. When I first got this job in 2010, my grandfather said some powerful words to me.
He said, Luigi, now that you have the job that I had, you can start your family. My grandfather worked for Chrysler, now Stellantis, for over 3 decades. When he retired, he had benefits of a pension and medical health care so that he could enjoy his golden years with his family and his friends. Tragically, we no longer have the social and economic benefits of retirement or healthcare after our working careers are over. My family immigrated here from the highlands of northern Albania in the late 1960s and early 1970s. They came here to escape from social and economic tyranny and to take part in the vast economic and social freedoms of the United States and to live the American dream. We stand on the shoulders of giants who paved the very roads that we walk on. They planted seeds to flowers that they would never pick, or trees that they would ever receive shade from, and overcame mountains so that their descendants could bask in the greener pastures of tomorrow. Those pastures are now being overran and uprooted. They are being attacked by greedy corporations and CEOs whose only goal is to fatten their pockets and sacrifice the people for their profits. Today, we find ourselves in a fight. The fight to save the middle class. The fight to save the American dream. And the fight to stop it from becoming the American nightmare. I know that the fight is hard and that victory will not come quickly. But make no mistake, we will win this fight.
Yeah! Yeah!
We must win this fight.
Yeah!
And not just for ourselves, but for our families, for our children, and for all the generations that will come after. We are the ones who put the world on wheels. We are the ones that were on the front lines. We are the ones that were asked to make all the sacrifices and then told that we do not deserve a share in all of the rewards. And I say this here and now to the corporations, to the CEOs in their chateaus and in their suites. This is from working people everywhere. Now hear us loud when I say this from the streets. We will not go quietly into the night. We will march. We will pump our fists. We will hold the line. And we will fight. God bless the UAW, all the unions everywhere, and God bless each and every single one of you. One day longer, one day stronger. One day longer, one day stronger. Falenderoj televizorin shqiptar për interes të jashtëm punëtore. Jem këtu në Detroit, që kanë të me folë për këto gjana. Falë për në gabime, jam liderit në Amerikë, kam këtu një sjesh, që kam pak ma kollaj dhe me shpiguam. Over here in Detroit, Michigan, fighting for the labor movement, we're on strike in multiple divisions of multiple districts. A lot of Albanians work in the big three, work for gaming, work in the Blue Cross Blue Shield industry. And we're just fighting for our equal rights and equal opportunity here across the world, but here specifically in Detroit. And I just want to thank everybody for their support. The Albanians worldwide.